While we have confidence that Apple has addressed the initial overheating concerns with the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max, there are still lingering thermal issues. Interestingly, my iPhone 15 Pro Max tends to run warmer compared to previous iPhone models, except for the Pixel 8 Pro. However, there might be good news for iPhone 16 Pro owners, as Apple is rumored to be considering the use of graphene to tackle these thermal problems. Reports suggest that the iPhone 16 Pro variants could come equipped with a graphene sheet, which would help dissipate heat more effectively. Currently, Apple's flagship models feature a titanium frame with lower thermal conductivity than stainless steel, leading to some heating issues that were partially resolved through an iOS 17 update. Now, according to Phone Arena, Apple is exploring the use of graphene instead of graphite pads in the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max to improve heat dissipation from the phone's processor. This innovative material would help move the generated heat away from the chip, resulting in lower temperatures for the device. Interestingly, this isn't the first time Apple has been rumored to incorporate graphene into their smartphones. In November, a leaker mentioned that the successors to the iPhone 15 Pro variants would feature a graphene thermal system. Additionally, there are rumors of Apple using a metal bracket to house the phone's battery. Exciting developments may be on the horizon for Apple's future iPhones. Weeks prior to that claim being made on the microblogging platform, Apple introduced the iOS latest update, addressing the overheating problems that were affecting the iPhone 15 Pro models. During that time, the company acknowledged that their latest phones were indeed impacted by heating issues, but clarified that these problems were primarily related to app optimization and software bugs. The rumored 16 Pro variants are not expected to be released until the third quarter of 2024, so it's advisable to approach these rumors with caution. Apple might consider incorporating graphene or a vapor cooling chamber, similar to those found in high-end Android smartphones, in their upcoming devices. More information about the iPhone 16 series of smartphones is expected to be revealed in the upcoming months. Regardless of the approach Apple takes to address thermal concerns in the iPhone 16 Pro series, it will undoubtedly be well received. With thermal issues still persisting in both the iPhone 14 and 15 Pro, the next iPhone Pro, set to be released later this year, may finally resolve this problem. Now for those of you excited for the Apple iPhone 16 series, we're now going to run through the full specs design and the pricing for each model in the range to help you guys decide which one is right for you. For my regular viewers, you guys have seen this, so just skip to the next video. But if you're new here, then hit subscribe now, and we'll get right into it. So first up, we have the standard iPhone 16. With the standard iPhone 16, we get a 6.3-inch OLED display, but unfortunately, this is still going to be an LTPS display. The iPhone 16 is going to have a taller aspect ratio than last year, and it's going to be protected by Ceramic Shield too. We get the new Dynamic Island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie camera and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we've got a 12 megapixels primary camera and a 12 megapixels ultra-wide. It's powered by the A18 chipset, and it's likely going to come with a choice of 8 gigs of RAM and up to 512 gigs of storage. It's also powered up by a 3,450 mAh battery with 30 watts fast charging, and it's going to come with advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 6E. Now it will of course ship with iOS 18, and it's expected to launch from around $850 in September 2024. Now next up, we've got the iPhone 16 Plus. With the iPhone 16 Plus, we get a 6.9 in OLED display, and again, unfortunately, this is another LTPS display. It's got a taller aspect ratio than its predecessor, and it's protected by Ceramic Shield too. We get the new Dynamic Island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie cameras and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we've got a 12 megapixels primary camera and a 12 megapixels ultra-wide. It's powered up by the A18 Pro chipset, and it comes with 8 gigs of RAM and up to 512 gigs of storage. It's powered by a 4420 mAh battery with 30 watts fast charging, and it comes with the advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 6E. Now, of course, it ships with iOS 18, and it's expected to launch from around $950 in September 2024. Next up, we got the iPhone 16 Pro. Now the iPhone 16 Pro has a 6.3 in 120Hz LTPO OLED display. It's got a taller aspect ratio than its predecessor, and the Pro is protected by Ceramic Shield 3. We get the new dynamic island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie camera and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we get a 48 megapixels primary camera, a 48 megapixels ultra-wide camera, then we've got a 12 megapixels tetraprism camera with 5 times optical zoom. It's powered up by the 18 Pro chipset, and it comes with 8 gigs of RAM and up to 1 terabyte of storage, and it's also powered by a 3,450 mAh battery, and fast charging is still unknown at the moment, but we do expect some improvements, and of course it comes with the advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 7. It will of course ship with iOS 18, and it's expected to launch from around $1,100 in September 2024. Now finally, we saved the best to last, the iPhone 16 Pro Max. With the iPhone 16 Pro Max, we get a 6.9-inch 120Hz LTPO OLED display. Again, like the other phones, it's got a taller aspect ratio than its predecessor, and it's protected by Ceramic Shield 3. We get the dynamic island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie cameras and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we've got a 48 megapixels primary camera, a 48 megapixels ultra-wide, and a 12 megapixels tetraprism camera with 5 times optical zoom. It's powered up by the 18 Pro chipset. It comes with 8 gigs of RAM and up to 1 terabyte of storage, and it's powered up by a 4,500 mAh battery. As with the 16 Pro, we don't know the fast charging at the moment, but we do expect to see some improvements. Now it comes up with the advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 7, and it will of course ship with iOS 18, and this one's expected to launch around $1,300 in September 24. So overall, the iPhone 16 series is looking like a great addition to the iPhone lineup. More things remain similar. There are still plenty of upgrades with the new hardware to power it better and brighter displays. Along with the new battery thermal technology, this should really enhance the experience and work well with the new A features. Now, of course, because of all the similarities to its predecessor, it's probably not going to make anyone with an iPhone 15 rush for an upgrade, but for anyone with an older iPhone or looking to get their first iPhone, that it's going to be a great choice. Now, of course, as we approach the launch, more and more information is going to continue to come in, and I'll be sharing it as soon as it does, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing in the future. So, what are your thoughts on the overheating issue in the current iPhone lineup? Share your opinions in the comments section below, and for more updates, feel free to check out our channel. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, take care and peace out.